Welcome back to Katie Vlogs and my name is Kate Estrella, and for today maghahanap tayo ng mga students na may interview natin about sa mga natutunan nila sa reading and writing. So, let's go! So yun guys, nakahanap na tayo ng interview natin for today, and can we ask you some question po?
Yes po, sure.
So, my question is, what have you learned on reading and writing?
What I've learned is about critical thinking and the difference between critical thinking and creative thinking. That critical thinking is more about logical and creative thinking is more about synthesizing. And I've also learned about that critical thinking requires clarity, accuracy, depth, and more.
Thank you po. Pa tayo kung meron pa tayo makitang iba pa. So, ayun, may nakita ko doon. So, hello po. Pwede ka po ba namin ma-interview?
Pwede. Sure, why not?
We will ask question lang po about what you have learned on reading and writing.
I've learned a lot in reading and writing because reading and writing is my subject in our strand, and reading and writing helps us how to improve our skills in terms of reading and writing about articles or interesting topics. So I believe that reading and writing will be useful for us, just like me, for my everyday life, and I will use that skills in the future when I have a job, just like I want to become a doctor, and I think that reading and writing will help me a lot because I should study harder and apply those lessons that our teacher gave us, and I think that that study or that subject will help me to improve my skills. That's
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
So, hi Miss, can I ask something? Sure. So, my question for you is, what have you learned on reading and writing?
I learned about Bloom's taxonomy. It is step-by-step procedure. It is triangle too. The first step is remember. My teacher said Bloom's taxonomy is the way of how a person will be successful in the future. So first step is remember. Remember is something you should remember on what have you learned in the past.
What have you read?
Yes, what have you read in your past?
The next step is,
Yes, the next step is understand. Yes, you should understand what have you remember in what have you read. So yes. Next is next is apply. After remembering it, after understanding it, you should apply it to yourself. Like for example, you read about how to communicate with people. So you should remember what have you learned, and you should understand it. Syempre, kasi Next is apply. So you should apply to yourself on how to communicate with others, so that you will communicate them. You will talk to them easily. Next is analyzing.
correct.
Analyzing is you should analyzing is that you should more understand pa ganon.
Yes. Dig deeper.
Yes, dig deeper like that. You should understand more about what have you learned or what have you read. So next is evaluate. Evaluate is something that you will do in what have you read or what have you learned. Like search about it like that. Next is create. You should create something new about that article, something very unique. Yes, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, bye. Thank you,
Thank you
sis.
po.
Mahanap. Kaya ngayon, tanongin na natin yung cameraman ko.
So yun, halos nasabi naman nila lahat ng na-interview natin. So, yun, halos nasabi na nga nila lahat. Para sa, Yun.
What have you learned?
para sa akin kasi, yung pinaka-natutunan ko talaga doon is yung pagiging isang critical thinker. Sobrang siya nakatulong talaga. Doon, yung sa isang simpleng pagbabasa is, may mas ilalalim pa pala yun. Hindi lang pala siya yung simpleng naiintindihan mo lang siya. Yung pala, parang kailangan din natin i-apply para sa sarili natin yung mga nababasa natin, mga na-encounter natin sa buhay. Hindi lang naman kasi nagagamit ng isang pagiging critical thinker sa pagbabasa natin, sa pag-aaral natin. Nagagamit din talaga siya sa buhay natin. Kung paano tayo gumawa ng mga choices, para natin i-overcome yung mga problemang akala natin hindi natin kaya. So, yun lang para sa akin. So, ikaw naman, Miss Vlogger. Ikaw naman.
So, for me, reading and writing is not about only reading some books and writing something. We should also know the process. For example, pre-reading, post-reading, skimming, scanning, paraphrasing, para mas maintindihan natin yung mga binabasa natin. And just like what our interviewee said kanina, yung pyramid, yung remembering, understanding, applying, evaluating, analyzing, and creating. Yon. Dapat alam natin yan. Kasi it will lead us to a successful, di ba? Kasi makakapag-create tayo ng another na bagay na maayos. That's all. So, that is our vlog for tonight and bye!